Okay, so came across some breaking news while I was editing my last video. It says Seattle woman shot, killed by IDF during protests in West Bank. And I guess it just broke news earlier today. This is kind of shocking because it's in the West Bank. I would imagine something like this happening in Gaza, where it's been going down. But I guess like Israel has invaded the West Bank, and so let me give my 2 cents. I've always been okay with people protesting, but personally, I wouldn't be in any protest. I don't care what kind of protest we're talking about. I'm never the person that wants to be out as a target for anybody, for a government, for people on the other side. It's just you're almost like a victim. You're setting yourself up to be attacked, and that's just my personal feeling against with protesting. Like, again, I'm not against it. It's like historically, I'm glad people have done it. Like especially the civil rights era. But you saw what happened. Like, they would put the hose on, or dogs attack them. And you do that to me, I'm going to prison because I'm gonna get mine. I'm not letting nobody, just beat my ass. Like, especially law enforcement, just because I want to, stand for what I think is right. So that's personally, like, I cannot stand there and take it. That's why I would not be a good protester. All right, now in regards to Israel, I mentioned them briefly in my one of my videos where I talk about Navy SEALs are overrated, and I talk about how Israel does not give a damn. Like, they will bomb a school, they will bomb a hospital. They don't care about civilians, And I still stand by that. And so they killed this protester from an American woman. And this doesn't surprise me. And they do this type of stuff because they don't really give a damn, They don't play by the same rules that like America plays by. And part of the reason that they don't give a damn is because they don't fear consequences. When you don't fear consequences, you do whatever the hell you want. And the reason that they don't feel consequences is because, or fear of consequences, is because the Israeli lobby here in the United States, it's one of the most powerful lobbyist groups out there. If they're not the most powerful, they're up there. And you don't see really politicians speaking out against Israel. Like, rarely do you see somebody like speak out against it, because they know that their lobbying group is super powerful. Like, during the DNC, nobody spoke about this. You had all those Democrats, even the progressives. And I remember Jon Stewart brought this up, like, hey, look, the Democrats being so liberal, but they won't speak about this. It's because they can't. No politician can talk about Israel, because Israel controls basically American politics. They control the American government, and since they control them, they know they can do whatever they want. You might disagree with me, but what do you call somebody that you cannot speak against? That's a person in power. And like I said, nobody dares say something about him. That's why you have all this free Palestine and all this asking Kamala, and she ain't trying to lose no money or support or anything, So let me watch this clip, and then I'll give more commentary.
and anger this afternoon as the U.S. State Department confirms Israeli soldiers shot and killed a U.S. citizen.
And that woman has Seattle ties. Ajaner Edgy is a University of Washington graduate. Fox 13's Shira Matsuzawa just spoke with one of her former professors. Shira, what did he have to say?
Well, the professor told me he's understandably devastated. It was just a few months ago when the 26-year-old graduated from right here at UW. Arya Fani is her professor. He told me, like the rest of the world, he woke up to news that Aisha Noor Agi had been killed. He says he last talked with her in August, right before she left last week to go to Israel-Palestine as a volunteer for the International Solidarity Movement organization. As someone who also protested in the West Bank 13 years ago, he says he thought worst case scenario, she would come home without a limb. Right now, he says he's waiting for someone to wake him from this nightmare.
That Aisha Noor was the embodiment of her name. Aisha, life, Noor, light. She was life and light to her community. And we're all reeling, and we're all going to get together when her family deems appropriate, and we will never forget her.
Now, reaction has been pouring in from all over the country, as well as from state and city leaders. Senator Patty Murray said she is heartbroken and angry about the killing of Aisha Noor, an American citizen. She goes on to say the government of Israel must deliver answers immediately and hold the perpetrators of this killing accountable. Now, he also goes on to tell me that Aisha Noor was an activist and an advocate her entire life, and she accomplished more in 26 years than most people do an entire lifetime. On the UW campus.
All right, let me back. I wonder if this person is a statement from Senator Patty Murray. I wonder if she's a state representative versus a federal, because let me see, I have to look this up. Sorry. Patty Murray. Okay, now she is federally. Okay. Well, that's surprising me that she's actually vocal about trying to get justice, but ain't nothing gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you that much right now. I'll be surprised if like the president says anything about this, or if Israel says anything about it. And because they know that you wait a week or so, and it'll be over. It'll be water under the bridge, whatever, however they say it. Because again, like I said, they can do whatever they want, and nothing's gonna happen. And they've been doing this for like a long, long time. It's not. They don't fear any type of repercussions. And I've noticed that the tides are kind of turning because of social media, especially on Reddit. On Reddit, there's constant videos being posted, and before social media, I guess, or before, like, really, I want to say Reddit, Israel was getting away with a lot of stuff, but now with constant postings, it's kind of hard to get away with it, especially stuff that's like legit unexcusable, like it's not room for misinterpretation or anything. It's like straight up war crimes. And now that everything's being filmed, and a lot of the times it's by themselves, they're like self-snitching. and the public is turning against them, you know, and I don't know if that's enough though. Just because I know how politicians are, and they mainly care about, they don't really give a damn what the public thinks. They care about the lobbyists and their donors, because as long as they get their funding and they're gonna win an election, the general public and whatever, you know, it's irrelevant. Yeah, so I don't know your thoughts. You think anything's gonna happen because of this? You think this will even make national news, or will it be but in a week it'll be forgotten? You know, it might not, or what kind of twist will you hear? I think that, like I said, it's nothing's gonna happen. It's been going on. They're just too powerful.